Hello there. Welcome to Just the Dis. We talk about Blu-rays here, or as I've said, we talk about a lack of Blu-rays. In this case, as part of this series, which I'm calling Not on Blu-ray. And today I'm talking about one of my favorite comedies, sort of cult comedies from the 2000, almost 10s, from 2009, Mystery Team. I love this movie. I think it's one of those ridiculous premise carried out so seriously that you kind of just can't help, at least in my case, can't help but love the result. And this was made by the comedy team Derek Comedy, which consisted of DC Pierson, Donald Glover, of course, Dominick Dierkses, I think that's how you say his name, Dan Ekman, and I think that was the group, basically. But so they were this comedy team. Obviously, Donald Glover has gone on to a lot of success post this film, and so I think it's fun to go back and look at him doing this kind of goofy stuff. He's doing a lot more serious stuff now, which is great too. But I I just love the way he plays this film. So the idea basically is that the Mystery Team is a group of high school kids who, when they were younger, were known, they were known as the Mystery Team, but they were sort of prodigy kids who solved mysteries. They were like the Encyclopedia Brown, like, gang, kind of, or the Hardy Boys gang, if you will. And so that was a really novel and charming thing back in the day, and they've sort of grown up a bit, but they're still kind of stuck in this kid territory. Like they're all kind of weird, and they are uncomfortable in sort of adult situations, which part of the fun of this movie is that they are thrust into lots of adult situations, including drug deals and strip clubs and lots of other things that tend to be on the disgusting side, and it's very funny to watch them navigate that ultimately. But so you have them, they've sort of divided themselves into the specialties. Jason Rogers, that's Donald Glover's character. He's the master of disguise. And so he's, good at putting on fake mustaches and wigs and what have you. He obviously still always looks like Jason Rogers. Like there's a great scene where he goes into the principal's office and pretends to be his own dad, and nobody buys it. The other thing is that they think that they're, fooling people, or that they think that their specialties are really genuinely great and that they can't be found out, or that they should be respected and believed, and everybody else thinks they're a joke. And that's kind of a running theme in the movie, which is also very funny and something I enjoy. DC Pierson plays Duncan Wheeler, who is the boy genius. And, he has a book of like wacky facts that he memorized. And he's got kind of a bowl cut haircut and stuff. And so he's always sort of, the brains behind the outfit. And, but again, not really at the level he thinks he's at, ultimately. And then Charlie Day is another character's name, Dominick Dierkses' character. He's the strongest kid in town, who is, again, maybe he was stronger when he was young, but now he isn't that strong, and that's sort of a running gag. Like, if he can't do something, he has some excuse why it didn't work out, and I don't know, I find that stuff hilarious. So they have a little stand near, I think, the Donald Glover's character's house. It's like a little, almost like a lemonade stand, like, again, very kiddie. And one day this kid comes by and throws a case into their lap. It's a double homicide, and they have to try and solve it. And they have their initial suspicions, like there's an old man nearby that they suspect is up to no good, and they're always harassing him. And there's a great scene where they go into his house, and Donald Glover pretends to be, I can't remember if he's like from the neighborhood or whatever, but like he just keeps making these comments like, paper plates, eh? Very classy. Just stuff like that. He just is so, there's one bit where he does that I always remember, where he's like, "We're laughing," and I do that a lot, whenever. I actually do that with my dog. When my dog's very excited, I say, "We're laughing." So anyway, I quote this movie to myself and my dog. That's how ingrained it's become in me. But anyway, so they get on this double murder case, and it looks like there's no way that they're going to be able to solve this. Another part of that double murder case is the kid's sister is played by Aubrey Plaza, I think in her first film. That's what it's credited here as. So Aubrey Plaza's in the movie. And she and Donald Glover kind of like each other and stuff. And that's very cute. But yeah, so it just sort of begins to devolve into almost dark noir territory, where they start figuring out, who is responsible for these murders. And there's some creepy stuff going on in town. And it's, like I said, very hilarious to see them try and do things like sneak into a strip club or try to buy drugs from somebody when they're like, have no idea what they're saying. They're asking for an 8-ball. They're like, "We'll take 8 balls," like things like that. That just is so silly, but so funny, especially when they do it straight faced and they put on, different costumes and stuff like that. They're just really good together. And so this movie has just become a real cult favorite for me, and one that I would love to see get a Blu-ray. Even though this DVD came out from Lionsgate. It has an audio commentary from Derek Comedy, the whole group there, and a making of, and Who is Wally Cummings comedy short, a gag reel, pre-production test scene, and Sword Club. I think even just that picture on the back of them is really funny. So this is, like I said, one of my favorite comedies in the last dozen years or so, and it's really a touchstone for me. And it's available in HD online. You can get it through Vudu and Amazon in HD. So I know at least you can watch it that way. You can rent it if you want to. But I would love to see a Blu-ray of Mystery Team in the near future, if possible. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll talk about some more Blu-rays, not on Blu-rays, soon.